The discussion has been fruitful and it is now reaching its end. Ali is happy. But wait, how should Ali close the discussion? Is thank you going to be enough? Wouldn't that be abrupt? A strong, impactful close is important to a discussion for various reasons. Let's consider ways on how best to close a discussion. Welcome everyone to Module 4 of Micro Certificate 3. This module is entitled Closing a Discussion, and today's lesson focuses on how to effectively close a group discussion and why this is such an important skill to develop. Think of this process as completing the final stages of a building or plating a perfectly cooked dish. The elements of a good closing, when organized beautifully, serve as a treat for your audience. Just like a well-cooked dish carelessly thrown onto a plate can be unappealing or distasteful, a disorganized or absent conclusion to a group discussion leaves your audience confused or dissatisfied. In this lesson, we'll learn how to close a discussion effectively and how to use transition signals to improve the flow of ideas. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to incorporate key elements into the close of your discussion. These include effectively reaching a consensus, summarizing the key points of the discussion, delivering a strong conclusion or endnote, using transition signals appropriately to connect ideas and ensure a smooth flow during interactions. Let's dive straight into the lesson. Why is it important to close a discussion effectively? Imagine watching a movie and the story abruptly ends without a proper conclusion. You'd be left confused and unsatisfied. Discussions are no different. Closing a discussion provides several benefits. Clarity. It ensures everyone understands what was discussed and agreed upon. Finality. It signals the end, leaving no room for ambiguity. Actionability. It sets a clear path for decisions or next steps. Yes, an effective closing is indeed crucial. Members of a group discussion are all on the same page and they leave the meeting with understanding and clear direction. We will now consider 3 key elements that will strengthen your closing: reaching a consensus, summarizing, and making a conclusion. Let's explore each in detail. Examples of language expressions used and real-world scenarios. The first step in closing a discussion is reaching a consensus. Consensus means the group agrees on a decision or outcome based on everyone's input. To reach consensus, actively listen to all viewpoints. Address disagreements constructively. Use inclusive language like, after considering everyone's views, we've decided that. Let me give you an example. Your team is debating whether to include a video in your presentation. Some members worry about time, while others see value in it. You might say, after listening to all opinions, we've agreed to include a short 1-minute video to balance time and value. Disclaimer: would every discussion end in consensus? Perhaps not. In situations where an agreement is not reached, you may still announce the outcome, even if it is a split opinion. You may say, after discussing at length, we still have a split opinion on the matter. The second step is summarizing the main points. Summarizing condenses the discussion into key takeaways, ensuring no one forgets the essential details. When summarizing, keep these tips in mind. Be brief and concise. Avoid unnecessary details. Paraphrase to show understanding. Avoid introducing your own opinions or new points. Here's an example. Suppose a group is discussing the benefits of online learning. A good summary might be, to recap, we've agreed that online learning offers flexibility, saves time, and reduces costs. However, we also noted challenges like limited social interaction and technical issues. This summary is concise, includes all key points, and avoids adding personal opinions. The final step in closing a discussion is making a conclusion. This involves offering a general thought, a recommendation, or a final insight based on the discussion. Think of it as presenting the final dish to your audience. A conclusion can include a key takeaway or highlight, a final recommendation or thought, next steps or action plans. Here is an example. To conclude, we can say that the best solution to address traffic congestion is to implement carpooling programs and invest in better public transport. This aligns with the points raised by the group and offers a practical way forward. Notice how this conclusion summarizes the discussion and provides a clear path forward. Throughout a discussion, transition signals are vital for guiding your audience. Transition signals are connectors or signal words that link ideas and make transitions between thoughts smoother. They cue your audience on what's coming next. Think of transition signals as seasoning in cooking. They enhance the flow and coherence of your ideas. Examples of transition signals to start the discussion. Firstly, let's begin with to explain causes. This is because, due to provide examples. For instance, for example, to contrast ideas. However, on the other hand, to summarize, in short, to sum up. Let me illustrate this. In a group discussion on climate change, you might say, for example, many cities have switched to renewable energy sources, which has significantly reduced emissions. However, the transition remains challenging for developing countries. To sum up, addressing climate change requires both global and local efforts. Using these signals keeps your audience engaged and ensures your ideas flow seamlessly. In conclusion, closing a discussion is a critical skill for both academic and professional success. By following these steps, reaching consensus, summarizing points, and making a conclusion, you can ensure every discussion ends with clarity and purpose. Remember, a well-closed discussion is like a perfectly plated dish. It leaves a lasting impression and prepares everyone for the next steps. Now, it's time to apply these techniques in your group discussions. Don't worry, you've got this. Trust me, the more you practice, the easier it will become. For more details, refer to your lecture notes.